I don't think it's worth it. This hand, though. This hand's got pizzazz. Opponent's 1-2. And they're mulliganing to 4. Probably Tron, right? Opponent want to touch the Spirit Realm. Hello, little dark space. Sweet scam deck, thank you. We're finally back on Scam Me. I knew it'd make you happy. That's not Tron. That is like the opposite of Tron. I'm gonna do this while I was tapped out, though. Well, there's Goryo's. Thoughtseize you. Why is Mill your favorite Magic the Gathering deck? Oh, I just love Mill. Nothing makes me happier than when my opponent goes surgical you. As a graveyard deck. Supreme Verdict, Solitude, Teferi. If I take Solitude, I don't think I have to stress this. I take Solitude. I could probably grief the Teferi out of their hand anyways. So I'm drawing a million cards off this Griselbrand. It's gonna draw me 14 minimum. Plus I'm against control, so like I could technically draw 21 and go to 1 life. And then die to Fire Ice. KKL. Hit me again, dealer. I'm gonna Solitude this Griselbrand. Okay, well this was a lot of nothing. Like a lot of nothing. Okay, time to discard. I didn't draw a Grief, which makes me very sad. I guess I could have Solitude my Solitude also. Discard, discard. Destructive Pelican, thank you for the 2 months. I can get rid of most of these lands also. Do I even want Solitude? Probably not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of want to keep 1 Prismatic Ending because I might want to kill Teferi with it. Okay, fleshed out my hand. Yep. Oh, they're minusing it. Oh, if they're gonna minus it, then I'm just gonna Goryo's. Get back Atraxa, Ephemerate Atraxa. Oh, grief. Goryo's. Reef. White land. Hallowed Fountain's technically better. Alright, let's grief him a couple times. Take the Supreme Verdict. Take second to fairy, I guess. Unmask is not fair. Unmask kind of broken when you get to see so many cards with Atraxa. Oh yeah, I could have done that too. I could have just had lethal. And lethal's overrated. What has lethal ever done for me? Discard one card. They didn't even plus to fairy. I think we won the moral game. Sorry, the mental game. And maybe the moral game. Okie dokie. What does this change? Now that I know they're playing control, definitely want the defense grids. Dovin's Veto, Flusterstorm for winning the counter war. No Chalice. No Subtlety. The fairy of my own though. Bone Shards can go, Solitude can go. I'm gonna think about Subtlety. I'm gonna cut the Prismatic Endings even though they're my best answers to the fairy. I think I'm gonna bring in a couple Subtleties in exchange. Although maybe I need like a pending in case they have Rest in Peace. Very real possibility they have Rest in Peace. Yeah, I'm not gonna play Subtlety. But I do think I want to open Grief Ephemerate like every game. If I could. So I'm gonna leave the maximum number of Ephemerates in the deck. Snapkeep. It does the busted thing. Why? Why have you forsaken me? It's kind of funny though. The turn 0 answer to Grief Scam. Hopefully they just jam Teferi. If they jam Teferi, I get the Dovin's Veto. Untap into Teferi. Definitely gonna bounce Leyline. They might spend their entire turn recasting Leyline, and that's fine. If they want to do that, I'm not too sad. I could have also went up, but then I'm susceptible to Prismatic Ending. Alright, I'm going to start with Thoughtseize here. I'm going to pitch the Griselbrand. Counterspell, Solitude, Reprieve, Leyline of Sanctity. Alright, take the Solitude. Scam this. Take Reprieve and Counterspell. I don't care about Leyline anymore. Looks like they're just going to recast Leyline. That's fine. I just start attacking him. Yeah, that's true. They tapped out with 3 counterspells, which is like kind of on them, right? It was a decision to tap out with 3 counterspells. No, they tapped out for Narset. And then I got the Teferi down. It was the turn that they tapped out for Narset, they didn't have to tap out. I guess I keep that on top, but I'm not thrilled. I was kind of thinking about getting to the point where I just hardcast an Atraxa here. So maybe I was supposed to like bin that, look for land Atraxa. But then I can't like Flusterstorm back up, which makes it a little bit tough too. I love Survey lands, man. They're so good. So much value. I'll put that on top as well. That's true. I should have gotten more black sources. I could have gotten blue-black there instead of blue-white. Reprieve me, sure. Another one. Second verse, same as the first. Another reprieve. Sure. Third verse, same as the first two. Stern Scolding. Tap land. Take Goryos. And we got double Goryos in case we ever hit a Thickie in the graveyard. I don't think I need to leave a Flusterstorm here. The only time I'm going to be needing Flusterstorm is if I'm like fighting a counter war. If I'm not casting anything, I don't think I need to leave a Flusterstorm. They're going to easily be able to pay for whatever. Rest in peace, sure. Alright, Grief Buddy. 2 more turns of you surviving. Yeah, we're in hardcast territory. Leave Atraxa on top. Yeah, it's legendary creatures only, so you can't get back Grief. If you could get back Grief with it, it'd be so broken. Yeah, they have Counterspell in hand. So they need 1 draw step to answer Grief, and then they need another draw step to answer Atraxa, right? I guess they have Counterspell to answer Atraxa, but if I time my Flusterstorm properly, maybe we can catch them when they tap low. So I think the best draw here is like Teferi or Leyline Binding. Probably Leyline Binding. Dead to Grief. Okay, answered Grief. I can't cast Atraxa here. I'm just going to have to pass. I can cast it, but I know they have a counterspell in hand, so virtually I can't cast it. Not until I have Flusterstorm up and they tap low. All the Storm Giants is actually a very good draw for them. It's going to clock me pretty quickly. But if they tap out to clock me with it, then, okay, 1 spell, Atraxa, 2 spell, Counterspell. So 3 spell, Flusterstorm. It's going to tax him for 3. Yeah. Not going to be good enough. Well, now I can, I guess, flicker the Archaeologist, decline the card. Is this optional? Yeah, you may. Alright, we're going to decline and then start attacking him. If they want to animate Hall of the Storm Giants, then I'm going to just cast Atraxa. Nope, main phase 2 touch. Never end step touch. Unless the card here is sick. If it's sick, I might take it. Yeah, I believe it still works under RIP because it's like among the 3. So I don't think it matters if they have Rest in Peace out or not. I want Faithful Mending? Not really, right? Yeah, it still works. You should cycle Street Wraith at end step, right? If you have Street Wraith with Inti. They're going to 1. Going to 1 Giga Chad. I gotta dodge Solitude here. Okay. So that plus a Hall attack doesn't kill me. Puts me to 1. This means I can't really attack with the Archaeologist anymore. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what they do. So if they attack with Subtlety, then 100% I'm going to attack. You can't Goryo's Grief. Goryo's only legendary stuff. 1, 2. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it takes all of their mana. If I blink Subtlety, attack them, they animate Hall, block. They have 1 mana left over. I jam Atraxa. Is there an untapped land left to fetch? I should have a Godless Shrine in here. Unless it's exiled. Swamp's gone, which isn't a big deal. No, I still have Godless Shrine. I think that's the play. Kind of a cool play, too. This play is like very, very poor if they have another Subtlety or Solitude. Ice. Alright, back at the standstill game then. Good draw by them. I guess that was the reason to go to combat first, and then... Okay, that was a reason to go to combat first, and then attack. Channel Touch. I messed up. I didn't think about ice. Rest in peace, number 2. You got it. It's fine. Pending for 4. Counterspell. Flusterstorm. Taps them out. What if I pending for 1? If I pending for 1, and then I cast Atraxa, and they have Counterspell, I can Flusterstorm Counterspell, and they won't be able to pay for it, because that'd be 4 spells. But I don't know if I need to take something so aggressive, per se. But I'm probably pretty happy just, like, exiling this and getting Counterspelled. Because if I have 2 Counterspells in hand, then my line loses. Very interesting game. A lot of lines. Well, there's that Godless Shrine I was going to fetch. Do I think they have another counterspell? Probably. 1, 2... They've gone through 3 reprieves. 2 counterspells. I can't cast Goryos. No target. Not how it works. I can just pass here. I can be patient. I'm the modern suit for the team event. Naturally. I mean, am I supposed to force the initiative and get blown up by another subtlety? I don't know. Okay, well. Now I guess I just keep jamming Atraxas until they give up. Okay, Atraxa just resolved. Icing Atraxa. Ephemerate, Defense Grid, Pending, Otawara. Can I actually cast Otawara too? Actually, I don't have a fetchable anymore, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't have a fetchable. I guess I Ephemerate and have Fluster back up while the storm counts high. We'd have Solitude. We have Solitude. I'm just going to cast another Atraxa. I'm looking for Grief here. Grief, Ephemerate, Thoughtseize, Defense Grid, Polluted Delta. Grief you. Oh yeah, they have a ley line, I forgot. Whoops. -1 Grief. Oopsies. Pretend like I didn't do that, chat. Forgot about the ley line, it's been such a long game. Been those two. It's gotten into a complicated board state. It just makes them matter. I guess there's something I was going to discard anyways. I think no rebound. Pending the ley line. I'll just have Otawara too. Pending the ley line, scout their hand. Otawara Subtlety. Otawara Subtlety does not work, I guess, the way I want it to. If I double grid then pending. I guess that's better, right? There's a lot of options. Most of them should take me to victory. Ice Atraxa. Otawara Binding. I'm gonna play the second defense grid first. Like I said, lots of lines with me the game here. Leyline Binding on Archaeologist, I guess. Atraxa. Oda what now? Oda who? Oda huh? Otawara. Crazy game. Crazy, crazy game. Remember that time I threw away a Grief just to flex on him? I don't hate this hand. How's the Rhinos matchup? Did we play against Rhinos? I don't remember. I don't think we played against Rhinos last league. Mill matchup confirmed great though. Somehow. Is this Living End again? It'll be the 80th time we run into Living End. Shadowy Backstreet. Graveyard. We've been playing against a lot of Living End. Rhinos gamer, you think? Tainted Indulgence, Ephemerate. I'm gonna grab the Ephemerate here. And I have Grief Ephemerate. Plus Archaeologist next turn. Archaeologist has been surprisingly good. It's been doing a lot of work. Yeah, no more Obsidian. Although the Obsidian Goryo's tech was so sick. Because you're like, alright, stack it so that way Obsidian's trigger goes on the stack first. I guess if they ice my white source, I'm in trouble. Okay, they picked the wrong land. Bless. Mine's just subtlety me here. They subtlety me. Sailby. Hey, Norwegian. Subtlety. I think I want to put it on the bottom. Let's play another Archaeologist. For a league match, I think it's like 5 or so minutes. For a challenge match, it's like 15. Creators can apply for a key for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Do you have a link to that? Problem is I don't have a PS5. I'm not going to buy a PS5 just for Final Fantasy. So I have to wait until like May when the game comes out on Steam. But shit, I'd give it away. Many Ephemerates. I already have Helldivers on Steam though. So it's like... I assume they have Violent Outburst here. They gotta make Rhino. Time to make Rhino. Time to make Rhino. Hopefully their hand's not too good. Yeah, I can channel Touch for 2, get rid of 8 Rhino, but the problem is I only have 1 white source right now. Which is making things very, very awkward. Force Negation, Shardless Agent. I think I take Shardless Agent. Force Negation is going to be kind of tough to get through. I think I am to block a Rhino here and just take 5. Go to 10. Ephemerate the Archaeologist, see if they want to force a negation in it. I highly doubt they will. I can touch a Rhino from 10 life. Take 4 more, go to 6. Definitely have some game here. Let's try another Shardless Agent. Oh, sure. Double block the same Rhino. Sure, yeah. Plus 1 life. Oh well, minus 1 life. Another Shardless Agent's really rough here. Alright, this needs to hit like Atraxa plus Goryos. Hit the Atraxa. Not the Goryos. The last card enhance Force Negation. Pending. That's not going to do it. No Goryos. It was the next card. That sucks. That sucks so bad. Oh well. Them top decking another Shardless Agent. Classic Thoughtseize bug. I only have 1 white source. Mending sees 2 cards. Archaeologist sees 3. Yeah, Dam's probably fine. Chalice is probably fine as well. Get rid of like Pending, Griselbrand. You're not Griselbrand. Griselbrand. Bone Shards. I don't actually think Touch is very good here. It's kind of expensive, and 2 mana to kill 1 Rhino is like not worth it. No, I didn't have 2 white sources. I guess if I cast it instead, sure. But I didn't. If I started with Mending, I could have hit White Source and then Ephemerated. Yeah, that was better. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it was better, right? I want Subtlety in the matchup. They're going to bring in Endurance. Drop another Solitude and drop an Archaeologist. Even then, I don't think we get there if we do it that way. Because if we do it that way, then we can't blink the Atraxa at all, right? If we can't blink the Atraxa, we probably don't win that game. Rhinos does seem like a tough matchup, though, with them bringing in Endurance and cheating. So I'm looking for Goryos on top, specifically. Ephemerate would be fine, too. I'm going to start on Archive here. I already wish that they printed old bordered Surveil lands. I'm sad that they didn't. It would look so great with the old bordered fetches and old bordered chalks. Watsy, please. Old bordered triumphs also. Pitch Subtlety. I mean that they have two subtleties on top. Or two subtleties in hand, rather. They should old border everything. Big agree. Faster, Watsy, faster. Damn. Who knew? Maybe I'm supposed to Tainted Indulgence now. Bin this. If I draw a black card that I'm happy to pitch, I might just like grief him. Try to take the clock off me. I gotta survive until 4 mana for this. Wow, Mystical Dispute. Okay. Yeah, that was the downside of doing it now. I didn't think about Mystical Dispute. Okay, make Rhinos. I'm gonna fight for my life to try to get this 4th land and try to get Damn to stick. Pass the turn so they're on Violent Outburst. Sure. Make Rhino. Thoughtseize. Okay, I'm gonna get Shadowy Backstreets. Bin in the Atraxa. I'm gonna pitch Thoughtseize instead. I don't think I'm casting Thoughtseize this game. Keeping the other Atraxa is better if they have Endurance here. Ugh. Fucking Rhinos, bruv. What is this? I think I have to take a Force Negation. Hope they tap out for Shardless Agent. They don't have a blue card in hand. Okay. Fucking Rhinos. You making me so sad. Not very much beats the Rhinos nut draw, though. See if they want to force Faithful Mending. No. Is that Frank? I can't see. Oh boy. We back. Frank, thank you for the dono. Show me the list of hammer you want me to play. I'll probably do it today. Yeah, I think we can get through it today. Travis's new blue-white list. Does he have an exportable? No. If I cast Damn, they force me. If I cast Grief, take Force. They untap Shardless Agent. And then Damn sweeps everything away. Tight, thank you. Okay, take Force Negation, go. I'm gonna block with Grief for sure. Take 6, go 2-4. They definitely cast a Shardless Agent, right? Like, I don't see them passing the turn with Shardless Agent in hand. I'll have one card in hand. It's probably my only hope is them actually casting the Shardless Agent. I guess they could draw a Mystical Dispute, and that's why they would want, like, hold up mana. Or another Force Negation. Main phase Ice. What? I don't feel like that's the play. I got lucky. I think I need to take Grief. Such a weird ice. Genuinely curious as to what they were thinking with that ice. Alright, let's take Ephemerate, Defense Grid, Plains, Solitude, Thoughtseize. Shardless Agent was the last card in hand. Do I want Ephemerate Grief? I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna let this go. The way I lose this game is if they, like, I don't even know, go on Atraxa. So the Ephemerate needs to save the Atraxa, I think. Ephemerate draw step. Otawara, Ice and Outburst. Yeah, there's a few ways I lose this if I spend the Ephemerate. Although I still, like, you know, it's Solitude if I don't spend the Ephemerate. You want to walk behind? You can try. It shows up a little bit. Heavy play. Alright, let's pass the turn. I think I don't have a Steam Vents in hand. I'm just not gonna flash this back. I'd rather just try to kill them here. I don't think there's any way I lose this game if I just, like, attack, pass. I'll use Damn for the kill, sure. Sure. Menace, yeah. I'm not gonna lose this game, but yeah. Extended BM. Kill them? No. I also, like, I don't have to show them the Damn. It might actually be more beneficial not to show them the Damn, because then they're not gonna play around at game 3. Unless they know. I could grief them, but I don't care what they draw. There's nothing they can draw that wins them the game. Alright, we concealed information by not going for lethal. All according to plan. Imagine thinking they don't know about Damn. I like to give my opponents the benefit of the doubt sometimes. Although it was very strange seeing the main phase Ice. I don't think we need Griselbrand. Blue Eye Hammer. Tight. We'll play. I think Griselbrand is overkill in the matchup. I don't really want to be like spending life. I think every point of life's gonna matter here. In case they decide an extirpate and cranial. I hadn't thought about violent outburst into extirpate. Should have given that more consideration. I think this is a mulligan for me. This hand's way better. Put back Ephemerate. Thoughtseize on 1, Mending on 2, Teferi on 3, hopefully. The curve allows for it. They're going to 5 as well. You're a better player than to ignore extirpate as a sideboard card. No, you're right. Honestly, the thing I'm most scared of is them hitting Kavu. They're not the domain version, but if they were the domain version and they sided in Kavu, it would be very scary. Island go. Extirpate. I feel like I haven't been paying attention to how I say it. Probably say it wrong too. Thoughtseize. It's gonna be sad to have to take a Cascader here. And I think I'm gonna opt for Faithful Mending over Archaeologist because Archaeologist can't find me 3rd land. Depends on if I draw a land or not though. Our Atraxa is still $1 million in paper, chat. How much are they on Moto? I know it's standard season, so everybody's playing Atraxa. Okay, there are 4 tickets online. I don't know how much they are in paper. Ice, Violent Outburst, Violent Outburst. I'll take Ice. Chalice the big one, way less. 18 to 20. It's not too bad. Archaeologist it is. Ooh, Chalice, huh? Chalice you. Guess. Now I don't think they're going to be able to win the game if I stick this to Fairy. I bid my island. That's sad. This is an 0-3. This is when it enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. You may put a non-creature, non-land card from among those cards, mill that way into your hand. If you don't, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Concedes. I got a mulligan. No lands. No keep. Lands and spells. Go back touch the Spirit Realm here. I think I want Pending and Bone Shards. They're mulliganing to 5. Parlor. What's one on top? Creativity, probably? Maybe they're playing Burn. That'd be sweet. Looking for Ephemerate or... don't really want Second Grief. Now I kind of regret putting back that Touch the Spirit Realm. Having drawn the Grief. They could be on Burn. And if they're on Burn, I think they're on Creativity. But if they're on Burn, I'm going to fetch a basic. Snatch Ephemerate here. Yeah, Archaeologist is insanely powerful. Yeah, it's Creativity. Okay, good to know. Teferi. I'm not going to bounce the Archaeologist, but they might minus the Teferi. I might... depends. I could Bone Shards kill Teferi. Then like Archaeologist. Interesting spot. I'm gonna start with the Archaeologist. More Ephemerate. Let's get Godless Shrine. Yeah, let's get Godless Shrine. I'm gonna try to dodge Archon this turn. Even if I don't dodge Archon this turn, I like sack Archaeologist and I just like Ephemerate Archaeologist. Try to dig for Goryos. Maybe that was, I don't know, this turn might have been bad. Maybe I was just supposed to pending the Teferi for 3, hold the Bone Shards in case they Archon me, then I just Bone Shards the Archon. But if they don't have creativity this turn and they have to like Fable instead, then I'm in a really good spot. Or more Teferis, that's fine too. Time to hardcast Grief. Oh. Well. Take one of the 2 creativities. Smoge. About to get decimated. At least I don't have Creativity X2 yet. Glass half full. Glass half empty. They drew it. So they had Steam Meds in hand. Not Scalding Tarn. Ephemerate. I'm just dead here though. Fairy's kind of broke. Okay, I concede. I give up. I really did not think that they had 2 creativities based on the way they played that last turn. True. I want Subtlety. It's good against Tef, but it's pretty bad against everything else. I don't think so. I could cut like... Touch is one of the few pieces of interaction I have through Teferi. Let's try my Griselbrand as well. Honestly, official, I haven't played very much of this deck. This is like the first time I've played this deck in months. I know there's a version with Fable. I know there's a version with Ring. I don't really like them. I think they're too clunky. I think you just want to be like leaner and more of a combo machine. I think I want to get Shadowy Backstreets here. So I can play Island Tainted. I actually don't mind a Grief here. Yeah, this version seems like really strong at the moment. Surveil lands are unbelievable. I'm a little bit concerned that they might have turned the Earth. A wee bit concerned about that. I guess we'll see if they play a green source and pass the turn. They played a land to pass the turn. I'm gonna cast Tainted Indulgence. They could Reprieve or Spell Pierce or Remand or who knows what, Mana Tithe me. Or just let it go. Alright, let's pitch Tainted Indulgence and grief them and see what they do. Mana Tithe, Reprieve, Get Lost, Fable. Okay, let's take Get Lost. They did have Mana Tithe, and I was right about Reprieve as well. I'm going to Ephemerate Grief. Kind of surprised they didn't Reprieve the Grief. But I guess it shields down for them at that point. Let's take Reprieve, and then I'm going to Thoughtseize the Fable. I can play around Mana Tithe. Mostly because it's a bad card. Also have this Ephemerate coming down. It's going to be put on grief. So I can take the Mana Tithe then. Real Mana Tithe hours. Alright, well, I feel like if it was their only play, they probably should have, like, at least cast it. I want to make sure they didn't have anything else in hand, right? I know I could have done that, but I don't think it's as good. Because then if they have top deck like a counter spell or whatever, then I lose out on my Goryos for the turn. Take Touch the Spirit Realm for sure. Dovin's Veto. Actually, I think I'm going to take a second Goryo's Vengeance instead. Archaeologist. Solitude's better. Done. This deck's sweet. It's been very, very good so far. We 5-0'd last league and we're 2-0 currently. About to go to game 3. What colors do I need? I'll get blue-black. Return to me, Atraxa. Maybe I should have done this at end step and then waited for it to come back next end step. Solitude, Ephemerate, Bone Shards, Fetch Land. Done. Yeah, it was the same build. Concede. Do we want defense grid in the matchup if they're going to have all these counter spells? I feel like they have efficient ways of dealing with defense grid though. I'm not sure that's the kind of fight we want to fight here. Might be better than like an archaeologist. Because I'm also bringing in counter spells to help combat theirs. Shit, I don't know. Do I want defense grid, chat? Let's try it. I'm honestly not sure. Purge is a clean answer to Archon. That's true. My goal is to not let them get an Archon in the first place, though. Like maybe Purge for Fable. See that being good, too. It's a little bit clunky and slow against them. It's so hard to board against creativity sometimes. They could have who knows what. Hey, Shine. Does hit a dwarf token. Accurate. Keep that on top for sure. Hopefully they tap out for Fable or Teferi. I'm cool with either of them. Does not tap out. I think I'm still going to cast Tainted Indulgence. They want to Mana Tithe me. It's fine. It was inevitable. defense grid. So the reason I'm playing the defense grid here is if they go X1, I'm totally fine with that. So I can discard Atraxa, Goryo's back Atraxa, probably hit Solitude. Reprieve's fine too. Yeah, you were right, they did have Reprieve plus Tide just like last game. Surveil land. I think I will join them in the surveilling. I would love to hit 4th land here. 4th land would be gas. Is it Fable time? I'd love to see Fable here. Don't want Hedge Maze. Fourth land is fine. Not incredible, though. I think it's Swamp, Archaeologist, and then maybe Defense Grid. Tainted Indulgence, Solitude. I wish I had that Solitude. Alright. Pass? Or Defense Grid? Pass or Defense Grid? Defense Grid IMO, pass for sure. I think I passed and I need to bluff something against this. I gotta bluff something against them just casting creativity. I don't have anything, but if I defense grid, then they know they have the AOK just to like creativity for 2. Or 3 even. I don't think I can do it for 3, but they can do it for 2. Flusterstorm Archon. Very. I hit Solitude. Minus on nothing, draw a card. Okay, so I think I start this turn with defense grid. Into Goryo's. Hit land, Ephemerate, grief them. I don't think I need to take out this Teferi either. Maybe I can still take out the Teferi. Either way, I'm starting this turn with defense grid. You need to defend. I think I'm just gonna go face. I don't think taking out the Teferi does that much. Alright, grief. Ephemerate. Land. Bone Shards, Teferi. Actually, maybe I do take out the Teferi. I'm gonna grief them and see what's up first. Archon, Fable, Flusterstorm, Leyline Binding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So land lets them hardcast Archon. Don't really care about that though. I'm gonna take the Leyline Binding. And take out Teferi. And then Ephemerate. And probably Solitude this also. Defense grid's been putting in overtime. Now I have defense grid. That's not a legal play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flip. Okay, take Fable. Can't do any of this on their turn anyways. Alright, go. Stripped him of all their resources. And their soul. 3-0. This deck's kind of insane. It's so efficient. And defense grid is just like so good. In these unfair matchups, or I guess these interactive matchups, I should say. I'm gonna keep this hand. Team events next weekend. Putting defense grid in creativity. I would not recommend that. You're going to hit it off of creativity. Shadowy Backstreets. Put that on top as well. In the pending. I have Solitude Ephemerate to take out Young Wolf plus Wall of Roots if they end up playing that. If they play Wall of Roots into a Mana Dork, I don't know if I'm going to be able to contain myself. Getting to Solitude Ephemerate that. I mean, I'm still going to Solitude Ephemerate. Touche of the Spirit Realm. Oof, just a pass for them. Honestly, that probably means Bowmaster. I should have done this main phase. I forgot about Bowmaster. Mistakes were made. It's okay. If they're going to trade this, that's fine. Not super bummed out about it. We can quote-unquote grief scam them, I suppose. Here comes Gristy. Cord. Looks like Cord. Probably is Cord. So I can get Swamp into Archaeologist. See what's up from the Archaeologist. Nothing's up. Grief pitch Bone Shards. They cord. I touch the Spirit Realm. They didn't even cord. Patra, Yawgmoth, Zulaport, Cutthroat. Okay, I'm gonna take Cord and Yawgmoth. Yeah, a lot of these lists are on mainboard Shelly now. Take Yogg, Sego. Through Halfling. Okay, so I need a Goryos. Atraxa, that's not Goryos. Come on, Zeriak. Cut me some slack. It's Esper Scam. But no, you're right. Technically, it's 4-color Scam. You got a Shelly. So Grief can take Cutthroat. Everywhere straws. I'll definitely double block the Shelly if they attack. So I don't think they're going to attack. The problem with them having Shelly Bowmaster is that all of my draw twos are going to be terrible. Sometimes if you registered Grief in your career, I registered Grief at the RC because I played it in Living End. So actually quite a few times. Big Grief believer. Archaeologist, arguably the best draw here. And the Goryos. God, how does it keep getting away with it? It should be illegal. Damn, he's good. Into land Ephemerate. Another Bowmaster. You got it. I just have to dodge Yawgmoth for a turn. Goryo's land, touch the Spirit Realm, Archaeologist, Prismatic Ending. Alright, if I have Yawgmoth off the top, I will die. If I can dodge Yawgmoth, I will win the game. I didn't find Solitude, so I can't even like Solitude. Shieldred or Herpatra here. No Yawg one time. I'm redeeming my one time for the one time. Grist. Grist is good. It's not going to be good enough, but it's good. Take out Atraxa. Alright, let's rebound this on the O3. Pick up another Ephemerate, Giga Chad. And that means by picking up Ephemerate, I get to draw step Grief them to ensure I don't die to Yawgmoth. I guess I want to leave up as much white mana as possible. Let's do Atraxa things again. Oh, taking a Atraxa, taking a Thoughtseize, taking a Mending, and it's like taking a Goryo's over a Mending, I think. If I had Griselbrand, they're just dead. So if I kill Shelly, I can't. Never mind. Well, I guess I could remove it. Swing team, forces blocks. Top deck cord. They could. I was kind of scared of, but I think I'm gonna hit. I think I can hit Solitude in 10 more looks. I haven't hit a Solitude yet. So it's gonna come back an end step. I still have Shelly. So it's like, oh, I missed. Ephemerate, Otawara, Grief. Alright, draw step. Stop. Oh, is every Solitude in the yard? Oh, yeah, every Solitude is in the yard, you're right. Let's get rid of these. I didn't even realize that. Hedge Maze is in the yard too, right? Yeah, Hedge Maze is in the yard, so I'm never casting this Atraxa. Sorry, I can't wait. Dead to Court Calling. They did not have Court Calling. Subtlety times 2. Damn's insane. Prismatic Ending is probably fine. I want Celestial Purge in any number. I guess Celestial Purge like times 2 is fine. Taking out Grist is pretty relevant. It could also hit Yawgmoth and Shieldred. Maybe I want all of them. It's just going to be awkward against a certain percentage of their draws. I think Griselbrand is probably bad, but I'll leave one in. I think it's bad because of Shieldred and Bowmaster. Faithful Mending can be trimmed. From one Archaeologist. I don't think Touch is particular. I mean, Touch is fine. It's like 3 mana O-Ring. I actually don't know what's bad here. Maybe I just don't want any Faithful Mendings. Got the other Griselbrand. I think I'm going to trim a Goryos as well. Trim one Touch the Spirit Realm. Not good enough. Gotta ship it. Dynamite, thing for the follow. Mole. Ugh. Keep it on the back of my surveil lands. Ooh, damn. Could be good. Been Atraxa, love it. No untap land. Untap land for me, though. Yeah, we're playing on the challenge on Friday. There's no challenges today, right? At least not to my knowledge. Would be news to me. I'm setting up for Dam here, so I think I'm just going to Tainted Indulgence main phase. I'm going to try to catch him with the Dam here. It's going to be bad for me if they Grist. I'm going to get greedy, though. The Yogg. It's whatever. Soul Cauldron, annoying. But I can pending it. I'm just going to eat Atraxa. I'm going to surveil with blue-white. I can find a Goryos. Celestial Purge. I don't think I want Celestial Purge. I guess the question becomes, do I Dam? Or do I pending? I kind of feel like I just Dam. Let him eat Atraxa. They can chord for 2. They did not chord for 2. By Atraxa. They could flash him Bowmaster and put a counter on Bowmaster if they have Bowmaster. Got rid of Tainted Indulgence. Hedge Maze, Surveil. I think I want to keep that Tainted Indulgence on top. Although I'm getting to the point where I can just hardcast Atraxa pretty soon. Preferably no Grist. Yes, Grist. I could take that out with Bone Shards. I guess I start the turn with Tainted Indulgence. Get rid of Flooded Strand. Could discard the Shadowy Backstreets. Do I care about them getting one more 1/1? Yeah, I guess I discard the Shadowy Backstreets. I just need them not to have a big cord here. I could also like touch the Spirit Realm, remove the insect token. I don't think I need to do that right now. So I could O-ring it, like a Yawgmoth, for example. Or potentially save the Solitude. Ooh, more Tainted Indulgence. Not gonna cast that now because they could have Bowmaster. It's also getting pretty close. No, it's not even close to a draw 2 yet. It's kind of crazy. Alright, I'm casting this. If they have Bowmaster, I'll be sad. Alright, bin Hallowed Fountain. Subtlety was a great pickup. How many lands left in the deck? I think enough to be able to hardcast this Atraxa. I'm not out of fetchables. I lost my Shadowy Backstreet. I lost my Hallowed Fountain. I have Island Plains left still. Jogmoth. Meet Subtlety. Oop. I wonder if they put that on top. Put Yawgmoth on the bottom. They definitely have another Yawgmoth. I'm out of Surveil lands, unfortunately. So I had to bin the Shadowy Backstreet. My Backstreet boys. You got a Yawgmoth. I don't think I'm too torn up if they draw one card from this. If they want to sack the insect token, draw a card, that's fine. I'm not going to fetch either because I kind of want to draw 7th land. Or 2nd Atraxa. That's cool too. A little bit surprised that they elected to put the counter on the Subtlety as opposed, or on the Solitude as opposed to the Subtlety, because I feel like they have a harder time dealing with flyers. Ignoble. Halfling. I think I'm going to touch Solitude here. Take out Halfling. I could have Chord Calling, and I could Chord for Bowmaster. I think they would have done that in response. Where did the Solitude touch you? Plains. I have Watery Grave left. Oh, Endurance. Endurance is really good here. Alright. Crack, fetch. Shock, Watery Grave. They also put the Hallowed Fountain back in my deck. We gotta do this the hard way. Atraxa. That's a lot of Ephemerates. Ephemerate, Pending, Subtlety, Island. Done. Getting a second Subtlety here is just GG. Excellent. Chord for Yawgmoth. It's been a lot of hard cast Atraxa. Chord for Yawgmoth's not going to be good enough here. Alright. Chat, it's once again prediction time. RVNG. The Mirror potentially. Or alternatively, Living End. I'm going to try it. Looks like the Mirror. Yeah, we did do prediction already. You missed it. I don't think you need force negation. I just stole a list from the internet, so I don't know. I don't think you need force negation though. The Living End community hates him now. He's playing the better deck. You find yourself using Goryo's on Grief, you can't. Paper only. Damage or Ephemerate. That's sad. I don't know if casting the Archaeologist is correct here. Maybe I'm just supposed to Faithful Mending looking for Solitude if they do end up comboing off. Another Goryo's Vengeance. Yep. Is the only thing we're to lose to the Mirror? That'd be crazy. Yeah, they got an Ephemerate. I think this game's just over. Yeah, deck's still undefeated. Yeah, I got PDD'd. He's gonna take Bone Shards. Didn't take Bone Shards. Took Faithful Mending instead. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this. I concede. Dovin's Veto, Flusterstorm. Subtlety might be fine. Solitude needs to go down by like 2 probably. Prismatic Ending does actual factual nothing. Touch the Spirit Realm doesn't seem very good either. I think this is like gonna be a Goldfish matchup. Yeah, the deck's toughest matchup, the Mirror. I think I'm playing straight up the exact 75 card Mirror. I have 5 trophies. Yeah, I think I'm playing the exact 75 card Mirror. I'm pretty sure I stole this list from them. Let's bring back Faithless Looting. No. I did steal this from them. See? All part of the plan. I'm you, but stronger. I almost want to keep that on top. I'm gonna wait a turn. And just cast Mending. See if maybe they tap out. If they tap out and I get that end step to Atraxa, I might get Solitude for it though. I'm gonna fluster this. If they're doing a main phase, they're digging for something very specific. Now, they could grief me. A Solitude check. Grief Ephemerate, Archaeologist. Wow, they didn't grief me. I think I'm gonna take the grief. Very surprised they didn't grief me. Grief, Ephemerate. Grief, Tainted Indulgence. I think I just snatch up the second Ephemerate here. I don't think it really matters. It's probably just like a lot of tanking for nothing. Thoughtseize, Subtlety, Goryo's, Swamp's fine. I take the Ephemerate, and I have Subtlety for the Archaeologist. And they can't win. It's Jover. It's Jover, Yugi. I'm you, but more powerful. Now, the only difference here is that I was on the play. Game 3, when I'm on the draw, it's going to be so tough. So tough. Yeah, I got to play the land first. Maybe this deck needs Gemstone Caverns. Nah, it's got to be terrible. Between Faithful Mending and Tainted Indulgence, probably just not viable. Vin's Atraxa. Yeah, Yugi's always on the play. Think I just want to attack them. And then Ephemerate the Atraxa. Look for Grief. Game 3. Yeah, I think I'm just running it back. I don't really have any changes. I could try bringing in like Celestial Purge as a way of dealing with Atraxa. I think I'm just going to lose the game if they get the Atraxa down first. Seems like that's how the mirror goes anyways. Sans the nuts. Purge has been okay in general. It's a good way of dealing with like the Leyline Scion, right? Because you can purge the Leyline. They're mulliganing. Archaeologist, Mending, Goryos. Take both Goryos. I can also see taking Archaeologist and Goryos because the Ephemerate's going to come back down, right? They milled an Archaeologist. Passing the turn. That's pretty tough for them. I'm going to rebound this. Flusterstorm. I'm going to take Archaeologist. And then just play like an Archaeologist of my own here. Dovin's Veto, Tainted Indulgence. I'm going to take the Tainted Indulgence over the Dovin's Veto. I already have a Flusterstorm in hand. I don't think I need Dovin's Veto also. Maybe the Dovin's Veto also just gives me more insurance. Show me Atraxa on top. So they would need exactly land Goryos, so that way they can go... don't really want that. Land Goryos will let them get back the Atraxa through the Flusterstorm. Tainted Indulgence. Actually gonna bid a Goryos here. So Otawara lets me to Fairy plus hold up Flusterstorm. I think that's where I want to be. I think I'm going to bounce my Grief as well. I could bounce the Archaeologist. Maybe bouncing the Archaeologist is better. They're definitely going to discard the Flusterstorm now. Discards Grief, Flusterstorm. Alright, I'm going to bounce the Archaeologist here. Oh shit, we had an Ephemerate, which I can do on draw step uninterrupted. That's probably better than holding a Flusterstorm. Commandeer, Tainted Indulgence. Take the Indulgence. You have a Commandeer. Which looks very embarrassing. Dude, Mike, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a wonderful stream. Take your Commandeer as well. We're about to get back-to-back trophies here, I think. Assuming nothing goes horribly wrong. Bone Shards, no. Don't leave up Subtlety. I think I could just play Archaeologist here. I should have done this pre-combat. We did mill an Atraxa. So I can hold up Pitch Subtlety / Flusterstorm. And additionally, end step Goryos, Atraxa, untap, murder them. They've been Hedge Maze. Faithful Mending. It's not going to be good enough, though. Yeah, the last trophy was also the Goryos. We trophied back-to-back leagues. Nice. 10-0. That's insane. We 5-0'd again. 10-0, baby. Time for the 15-0. Now we gotta play Hammer now. We got Hammer as a dono deck. A la Frank. So we're gonna try Disgruntled Elks build of Hammer. No 3-peat, unfortunately. But this deck was fucking insane. And I kind of just want to play it for the team event. It was really good.
Have you peeked?
Bing bong, bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.